guys, here we are at Streaker Marine. We've got quite a few Southerners in the showroom at the moment, so I just wanted to run through a few of the boats that we have here and a few unique options that they have. This one's going out tomorrow. It's a 7000 Southerner in the white. They look fantastic. Easy tow aluminium trailer, full PE skids with no rollers. It's also got the stainless steel stone guards with the mesh coverings that have got zips, so you can zip them down and get access to the side of the boat for washing and etc. It is a white with the black sides, and it's also got the black hard top color, the alternative color on the hard top. On that hard top, we'll have a look at that in a moment. It's got the LED light bars, the radar roof rack, etc. So we'll go through a few of the boats we got here, show you a few options that might help you with your purchase at some stage. So this one's got the stress-free anchor winch, as we said a moment ago, the stone guards, driver's windscreen wiper, which is standard, I-beam aluminium easy tow trailer. We'll go through these guys in a minute. We'll jump in this one and check her out. So at the back of the boat here, we've got the heart of the boat, the Yamaha. It's a 225 horsepower 4-stroke digital throttle and shift. The zip weight trim tabs that work awesome in these boats. It's one of my favorite features, those trim tabs. It's something you can sort of set and forget. You don't have to be adjusting the trim tabs along the way. The boat will do it itself. Awesome dive ladder to get into. So instantly you see the sea deck flooring, something that we're unique with. We get the boat from manufacturing with a flipped upside down checker plate, which gives us a flat floor, and then we can work our sea deck flooring from there, which just looks so sharp. We chuck it on the side pockets, obviously throughout the floor, on top of the seat boxes, on the footrest, inside the cabin, and on top of the dash. So a few of the features of this one. Bait station. You guys would probably already be familiar with the bait station. A lot of boats have it now with the yellowfin range, but that is the reason why they do it. It's just so cool. It's got the tackle drawers in there. It's got the leader on the side there, drink holders, fully welded rod holders, plumbing, nice flat top deck. One thing I do like about the yellowfins is how they've done their transom. Their transom's spot on. The folding rear lounge works so easy. The access to the batch with the inspection hatch is fantastic. The nice clear lid for the live bait tank. But the way that they've made the 3/4 rear lounge gives us such a good transom door. The transom door is massive and it's got no restrictions in front of it. So you'll find some of the boats will have a full length rear lounge that will really affect the way that the transom door works, because when the rear lounge is down, so you got access to the transom door, you are pushed back further away from it. Where this one is ergonomically works fantastic. So even for when you're putting stuff in and out of the boat from home, and how we just got inside the boat then, it just works really, really, really well. Underfloor storage. So with the underfloor storage, we do sacrifice fuel tank capacity. We lose 100 litres of fuel, but we gain an underfloor storage compartment. So it's up to you on how much fuel you need inside the boat. I think these are standard with 320 litres, so we go down to 220, but we get the underfloor storage. This has also got 12 volt power at the back here, and the switch, the toggle switch on the top there is your hand wash. So with your hand wash, you got really high when I say really high, you got a perfect height internal freeboard here, where you feel safe, but you got access to the side of the boat, and the footsteps on those side pockets are something you can really tuck your feet under. So when we stand over here and put our feet under there, we've got a hand wash, which let's see if we can find it. There it is there, and the water will come from under the bilge straight out the side here, like your bilge pump does, but it's with fresh water from under the hull, and that's where you can wash your hands. Driver passenger seats are massive. Because the boat's so wide and it's got internal width, we've got plenty of room for big seats and heaps of room to walk between the seats. We've got the center bunk cushion. So this has got a toilet, which is in the middle, but a full center bunk. It's a really well-sized bed. It's got the roller door, which folds down. Fusion stereo. We build our boats, again, are a bit unique. We run a binnacle control box. It gives us so much more room throughout the boat for storage. The binnacle control box makes the boat perform and handle a little bit easier. We can put a hand on top of the throttle while we're driving along, and we've got a bit more stability with our hand. Stress-free anchor winch, VHF radio. That's a Simrad 12-inch screen. Yamaha gauge next to the zip weight trim tabs. We have a storage compartment on the top there, which is in the roof. Works really well. I do find though, if you're going to be pushing pretty hard in the boat and in big weather, which is what these boats are built for, it is a good idea to have maybe a bit of cargo netting across here just to stop your stuff from sliding out of there when you're punching along. Visibility in this boat is a really big factor. One of the reasons why you'd look at these. This hard top, this covers a lot more than what most of the others do. You have more room inside and under the hard top, and by having that big side of hard top, we get a really big windscreen opening on the side there. Another great feature of these boats that sometimes you don't realize straight away until you've used it for a while is your access to the bow. The side decks along here, I think they're 150 mil, so they're plenty big enough to safely walk around the side with this awesome handrail on the side here. We've got twin antennas on the hard top here, so one for our VHF and one for our 27 meg hard top radar bracket, and twin Nava light bars at the front. So walking along here, as I said, it's just so safe. So if you're launch and retrieving solely, if you need access to the front of the boat, you're going to park it on the beach, whatever you want to do, we can actually get through there without dugging through the hatch, which is still there, but it's less than ideal. Stress-free anchor winch. The way we do our anchor winches, a bit unique, a bit more time and effort goes into them, but there's actually inside the engine well, and the anchor well, and the stress-free anchor winch motor itself is also tucked away. Purpose-built bow sprit for the actual Saka anchor. So again, walking down from the back here, super safe, super easy. Another great feature that these guys do with their hard tops is they run a channeling system at the back here. So if the water and a bit of spray is coming along, it'll hit here, channel down through the side here and down the side of the boat, which also has a channel on the bottom there. So if you're in the boat, you're chugging along and you're hanging onto this big handrail at the back here, you can be under the hard top, under cover, and you shouldn't be getting too much water coming off the back of the hard top dripping down your back, which is I think an awesome feature. So that's enough for this one. Let's jump into the next boat. That was a 7000, by the way. So the next boat we're about to jump into, which is this boat here, again on an Easy Tow aluminium trailer. Talking about colors for a second, this one's a white boat with the only option we've done with the color is the alternative hardtop color, which is black. This is a gray, so there's two grays. There's pipeline gray, I think it's called, which is a lighter gray, and then the actual gray with black sides. And if you just order the gray with the black sides, your roof is the same color as the cabin and throughout the boat. Again, light bars on the roof there. We'll walk along the back here and see what we've got. Already we can see some snapper racks. Same motor as last boat, but this is the 300 horsepower, maximum horsepower again. Okay, we've got the SeaDek flooring again. So with the SeaDek flooring, we've done a two-tone on this one. So this is the Storm color, but we've highlighted black sections with the opposite, basically. So black with the Storm on the dash and the top of the side pockets. We have 6-in-1 removable stand-up rod holders. So talking about rod holders for a minute, this one is removable. You can see those thumb screws on the inside, so we can detach that and take it out if we don't want it, but such a cool feature. Then we have our rod holders on the top here. And the thing about those is we can pull the pin, drop them down, so we can actually reach these things. We don't have to be Andre the Giant to get to these. We can have that down 1.9 meters, pull out the rod very safely and comfortably without trying to stand on side decks and stand on top of eskies and things like that to get our rods down. Engel fridge on this one. We're actually waiting for the slides. They normally come on a slide, but they're on back order at the moment, like most things in the world. The 7.6, so with the 7.6, we've got the same width on those side decks. Where the length is between the 7000 and the 7.6 is the cockpit fishing space. It's literally, I think it's 580 mil longer. So that's where we get our length. If you're going to look between the 7000 and the 7.6, you get the same cabin, same hard top, all that sort of gear, but the length in the fishing area is basically a step longer. This boat also has a 16-inch Simrad. So the last one had the 12. You can see the 16 really fills up the dash there. It takes up all that real estate there. The rest of the gear is very much the same. Binnacle control box, anchor winch, custom switch panel, storage pocket on the top there, etc, etc. Okay, so let's jump across to the next boat. Again, it's a 7.6. but it has a checker plate flooring, which is the standard flooring. It's red with the alternative hardtop color of red as well. Let's jump in this one and have a look what we've got. So again, maximum horsepower, 300 horsepower. They've all got the bait station because it's just such a good option. Checker plate flooring's fantastic. Another thing to remember with these boats is they're a fully welded floor. So as you can see along that whole section there, the side floor, the floor is welded completely to along the side sheet there. It's a fully self-draining floor. So if you do have water on the floor here, it'll drain to the back of the boat, go out those holes and outside the scupper drains under the hull. So it is a self-draining floor, and because the boat's so buoyant at rest, because it doesn't flood a keel or anything like that, and so buoyant, the self-draining floor actually works really, really well because the drainers are actually above sea level, so it actually drains out properly. You've got a Lowrance touch screen, which is a 12-inch, again, binnacle control, those massive windows on the side here. Very similar to the last boat we're in, center bunk cushion, slightly less options. And the checker plate flooring, which I also rate. The SeaDek flooring's, you know, it's an expensive option to upgrade to. It's a nice, and it certainly has its benefits, but the checker plate floor, which is the factory standard with these boats, is also fantastic. This looks like it's the lighter gray that I think they call the pipeline gray. It might not come out that well in the video. So it's pipeline gray over white with a matching hardtop color of pipeline gray. This is a customer's boat. Arrived this morning, which we're going to fit out in the coming weeks. So this is the 7000. So having a good look at the 7000 here with the rear lounge up, that's the sort of space we're going to expect out of the cockpit area there. You can see on the 7000 here, we've got one passenger side esky, and the other side is a storage box, which is an option where this boat has twin eskies. So going back to the fishing room, there's the 7000. Jump across, look back at the 7.6. Just got that extra space there. So that's why you would buy a 7.6 over a 7000, is if you're looking for that extra fishing room. They've all seemed to have the hardtop radar bracket. I just think it's a great option. They've all got twin antennas. Once we fit the Fusion to this one, we'll do the same thing. We seem to do a lot of these bait stations, as we just spoke about, the checker plate flooring, which again I really rate as well. This boat is as per the factory. So you can see where the factory put the zip weight trim tabs down here. Our fit out guys are amazing, and we do a lot of custom work as far as where we put things and how we do things. We typically find we're putting the zip weights up here next to the Yamaha Command Link gauge. That seems to work really well. This one doesn't have the center bunk, but it does have a toilet, which is in the middle there. Remembering that toilet is an electric toilet, pump in, pump out, and doesn't have a holding tank, so it's super easy with maintenance. Then again with the privacy door, straight down, very, very simple. Another great thing that this boat has in the yellowfin range, which we'll just jump in the cabin and have a look. It does have a center bunk, there it is it has really good access to the dash there. So you can see the dash right now, it's only got the factory hydraulic steering, etc. in there, but once we start to get to work on it, we can put all our looms and all that sort of gear, that's switch panels and NEMA 2000 backbones, etc., in a very obvious and easy spot to work with. So you've got full access to all your electronics quite easily whenever you need to. I hope that helps a little bit. If you have any questions, please contact us at Streaker Marine, which is located in Bayswater, Victoria. Jump on our website, streakermarine.com.au. That red does look very, very sharp. It's something you don't often order without seeing that color. You know, you think red, wow, it's gonna be a bit loud, but it really comes up fantastic. Lastly, we'll just have a look at these two trailers here, which are the factory yellowfin trailers. Really, really, really good trailers, and why I say that is because they're I-beam aluminium, which works fantastic. It's a little bit lighter. The drive on these trailers, drive on, drive off, is exceptionally good. It's very, very easy to do, and they all have these catch and release brackets on there. So when you drive the boat on and off, that assists you with holding the boat on the trailer while you do that. So 7000 pipeline grey with white with a matching hardtop color. 7.6 red with a matching hardtop color. The 7.6 dark grey with the black sides and the standard hardtop. and then the all over white with the matching hardtop color. We've got plenty to look at Streatham Marine, and you're more than welcome to come down and we'll show you through what we have.